Hello, everyone. This is June here, and welcome back to My Strange Girlfriend. I haven't played this in so long. I haven't played any games in so long. It's because I'm struggling to find any games to play after the My series, like My Maid Girlfriend, My Strange Girlfriend, My Apartment Romance, My Vampire Girlfriend. But hey, I shouldn't be worrying. Like, the games are long. Like, My Maid Girlfriend, I think, took about, 6, 7 episodes before I finished it. And I still have other routes to go down for that game. I'm not done fully. It was a top right into it. Find out next chapter. In the next chapter, I mean. Oh yeah, the painting's fun. Game. Game. How to hit restart episode. Scared myself. Episode 13. Episode 13. Weird. One sec. I had to end. Weird. First time that happened during recording. Okay, anybody who's whatever language this is, can anyone, translate this? Because I don't know. I just pressed one. Episode 13. Don't panic. That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's cursed. She races out of the room. Cat! Can't believe this is happening. Calm down. Dala probably thought it looked valuable. And she just happened to overlook everything else in the room and steal that particular painting, even after we hid it. Hiding it made it more valuable. How so? Well, if she came in here to steal something that she could sell for a lot of money, it must have gotten her attention that we had one thing specifically hidden away. Maybe that's why she's searched so much. Too. Stealing something left out in the open wouldn't be as good as stealing something hidden. No matter why she stole it, it still might be bad news for us. How exactly is the portrait connected to your curse? It's not directly connected, but it keeps Gargave sealed. Wizards can normally live on Earth after death. Live on after death, but Mr. Ivanovich sealed Gargave's spirit in the portrait, so he couldn't do anything. You mean his ghost is in there? More or less. Holy crap! The creeping painting holds the angry ghost of the wizard who killed their parents and cursed them, and now it's been stolen. I imagine they would have burned it or gotten rid of it long ago if there was no way Gargave could return, so this could be really bad. Yep. We have to tell the others. Yes. Rika went into the woods. Sabrina should still be patrolling. I'll get Sabrina. Okay, then I'll go into the woods and find Rika. She heads off and I search the area and around the cottage for Sabrina. Sabrina, are you out here? What's wrong? Did you spot an intruder? No, it's not that. I can wait until I'm done patrolling. No, it really can't. We found what Dala stole, and we need to talk to everyone. So, alright, let's go inside. No, I didn't get to see what that said. Once all four of us have returned to the cottage, Kat and I exchange glances. She nods to me. I guess she wants me to explain. Alright then. When Kat and I cleaned the back room, we realized Gargave's portrait was missing. What? Gargave's portrait? Not only that, but Dala put another painting in its place so that we wouldn't notice it unless we specifically checked it. This is bad. Is it possible that Gargave's spirit will be freed?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. That's why Ivanovich preferred to keep the portrait in a safe place, so nothing could happen to it without him knowing. Even after Kat's explanation, I still don't really understand how the portrait works. Could someone really let Gargave escape? I'll ask for more details about the portrait. I need to understand as much as possible to know what we're up against. Could someone tell me more about Gargave's spirit? About how Gargave's spirit was sealed in the portrait? The short version is that his spirit would have lived on instead of leaving this world, so Mr. Ivanovich confined him to a portrait where he couldn't do any harm. Yes, I got that much. When we were cursed, there was a blank canvas in the room that gave Mr. Ivanovich the idea. So after he defeated Gargave, he trapped his spirit in there so he couldn't escape. She says it like this isn't something natural that happens all the time. Then again, maybe it does when you're fighting a wizard. How did he do that? Mr. Ivanovich doesn't have any magic of his own, but wizards' spirits are strange. They're not like regular ghosts. I'm not exactly an expert on regular ghosts either. I think of it like spilling paint. You knock over a bucket of paint and a huge puddle forms. It threatens to go everywhere, but you quickly toss a towel over it and soak up every drop. Now the paint is in the towel. Does she have a lot of experience with this? Think of a wizard's spirit like paint and the canvas like a towel. So Ivanovich mopped up Gargave's ghost. A fair metaphor. So the biggest problem is that Gargave might get set free, right? Is that easy to do? Probably not. Probably. This sort of thing hasn't happened often enough for us to know how it works. It could be as simple as destroying the painting. But on the other hand, it might require magic. We just don't know. I see. That's not as bad as I thought, actually. Thieves who just want to sell a valuable painting wouldn't be a danger. Ding! That one. How will we know if Gargave is free? We wouldn't unless he acted against us again. Maybe he'd be so happy to be free he'd just go away and leave us alone. That's not likely at all. It was just a thought. Gargave would most likely either attack us directly or simply renew the curse's progression. The curse is progression, so you'd eventually turn completely into animals? Correct. Oh, not Sabrina. I don't want you to become a wolf. Yikes. So one way or another, we need to get the portrait back before anything goes wrong. Exactly. It's strange. I always hated knowing that the portrait was in the back room. But it feels so much worse for it not to be back there. Same here. I never thought I'd want Gargave's portrait. Ha ha ha. They're putting on a good front, but I can tell they're more stressed than they let on. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know how to get rid of that anyways. What would we even do if Gargave came back? We can't fight a wizard. It would be just like the nightmare I had. That nightmare I had. If you guys want to know about that, I think it's 2 episodes back. Or 3. I have no idea. If you guys want to see that, go back. I'll wait here. Well, not literally, but like, pause here and then go back and find out if you want to know about that. Was it really a nightmare, or was it some sort of premonition? With everything. I can't laugh away the thought of supernatural warning. We have to get that portrait back before it's too late. Alright, how are we going to find it? We should report the theft to the police and then ask Dala where it is. She'll probably just lie again. Then we'll stay until we get answers. Junior, come with me. Me? Will Junior go with her to keep her from doing anything rash? That's a very good point. Kat, Rika, watch the cottage. If anything happens, tell us right away. How? Call my cell phone. Call my cell phone. But we don't have your number. Here. I've written down my cell number on a piece of paper and handed it to her. Now they'll be able to get in touch no matter where we are. Alright, Junior, let's go. Well, we've reported the stolen painting. Now all that's left is to talk to Dala. Or Dala, I don't know. I've never been here before. It feels strange to meet with someone who was arrested, especially under these circumstances. Ah, here comes a guard with Dala now. You again. That's right. What do you want? The truth, you miserable liar. Uh-oh. How dare you say such a thing? How dare you steal something from us and lie about it even after being caught? Oh. That's right, we know you took the portrait. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't good enough. And Sabrina's really yelling at her, and the louder she yells, the more Dala seems to withdraw. I'm gonna let her handle it. It's not like I know how to handle this sort of situation, though. If Sabrina thinks she can get information out of it, I'll let her try. Your story has more holes in it than a moth-eaten blanket. That's quite a comparison. You needed money for your family, you felt guilty and left without taking anything from a girl who used expensive tickets to lure us out of the way to steal a painting. You're naive if you expected me to steal something and then admit it. I see now. You put the replacement there in the hopes that you'd be released before we noticed. And what then? Were you going to sell it, or was the part about needing money a lie too? I wanted to help my family. I didn't lie about that. And why did you waste money on the tickets? The two of you both seem to have the mistaken impression that I owe you answers. Dala. If that's what you came for, you might as well leave. After all that, nothing? I stole a portrait from you. Yes, I did. Now my family. That's all you need to know. We try a little longer for Dala, but Dala refuses to answer any of our questions. Finally, we give up and leave. Ah! Seems like she's taking it hard. We're no closer to finding the portrait than before. This is all my fault. Huh? Your fault? I'm supposed to protect the cottage. If I'd done a better job, we wouldn't be in this mess. It's not your fault. You're just the caretaker. It's not your responsibility. As the caretaker, I should have done a better job too. It's not the same. You wouldn't understand. I'm gonna reassure that. Maybe I can't understand exactly, but I still know what it's like to feel you messed up something important. All of us share the blame a little for what happened. You know, when I got so angry at Rika over letting Dala trick her, that was mainly because I was upset with myself. I messed up, so I took it out on Rika. How were you supposed to know it was a trick? I'm in charge of security. I should suspect everything of being a trick. Yeah. You need time to relax, too. I relax all the time. You're constantly alert, waiting for something to happen. When you do get time, just enjoy. When do you get time to just enjoy yourself? I just tried that, and a thief took advantage of it. Having some time for yourself is still a good thing. Obviously, it's not. What I'm trying to say is that there's no reason for you to shoulder the entire burden of keeping the cottage safe. Locks are good enough security for a lot of people, and most of the time, it would have been just fine. But not this time. No, because we're dealing with a very determined thief. Weird. Thief. If it hadn't worked, I'm sure she'd have found another way. So don't blame yourself so much. That's all I'm trying to say. Why? What? Why does it matter to you if I blame myself? Because I care about you. Because I care about you. I do. She can be a bit prickly and hard to deal with at times, but she's actually not a bad person. I like you, Sabrina. I don't want to see you upset like this. What is it? She suddenly seems amused. It's good to have you around, Junior. Ooh. Thanks. What brought this on? I actually do feel better now. I didn't expect to, but your little pep talk was just what I needed after all. I'm glad. It's funny, when you first started working at the cottage, I resented having to share my authority. No kidding. Yet it actually turned out to be a good thing. What do you mean? Kat and Rika defer to me all the time, but you know how to get my attention. It's nice to have someone around who shares leadership with. To be dominant with you. Just kidding. What about Mr. Ivanovich? Bah, he doesn't count. He was far too old for me. Too old? Wait, what are we talking about? What does that mean? Take it any way you like, Junior. Then she... Ooh, good sign. Did she just wink at me? Ivanovich too old for her. Is Sabrina flirting with me? We should be getting back. Let's go. Oh! Woo! 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 Oh, my nose is itchy. Sorry. Sorry. All of us gather together in the living room, and Sabrina explains our failed conversation with Della. Ah! To my relief, she doesn't tell them about our conversation outside. I still can't believe what happened. She was actually flirting with me. So you didn't learn anything new at all? Nope. She admitted to the theft, but wouldn't say anything else about it, except that she did it to help her family. Her family? Of course, we already know that that doesn't add up. Her family. Kat, what is it? Do you remember something? That's it. Dalla disturbed me so much because she made me think back to my early memories of him, of Gargave. What? You mean even before we knew she took the portrait? It's something about her face. Something about her reminds me of him. Dalla reminds Kat of Gargave. Could the family Dalla wanted to help be the evil wizard himself? And if so, what did she hope to do with this portrait? Find out in the next chapter. I think she's starting to fall for me. And I'm doing a good job, that means. Episode 14. Silence follows Kat's declaration. Finally, Sabrina breaks it in a harsh tone. Did Gargave have any relatives? You mean Dalla is related to him? Uh-oh. Do you remember something else? There was a girl. A girl? Dalla? She was younger than us, and I usually saw her with Gargave. The more I think about it, the more I think she must have been his daughter. Mystery solved, then. What happened to her after his death? Her mother was already dead, I remember that much. It was a tragic accident several years before Gargave attacked us. Then Dalla was an orphan after Gargave died. I think she was away at some sort of school. Did she have more relatives that are going to be after us now? I don't know. So Dalla was away at school when her father died. If she blamed Sabrina, Kat, and Rika, she might have quite a grudge. God, could this be any worse? Gargave's daughter returned after all of this time, broke into our cottage, and stole the portrait? At least she hasn't found a way to free him yet. Positive waves, Kat. Huh? Don't say yet, say, and she never will. Positive waves. I agree. Positive waves. We need optimism at a time like this. See, Junior knows what's up. Positive waves. Okay. She must think we're both crazy, but really, it won't do us any good if we sit around expecting the worst. But it's too much to hope it's a coincidence, isn't it? Yes. What happened to the positive waves? We have to be realistic about this. There's no way she didn't know about Gargave's portrait. I see her focus on positivity only extends so far. But she doesn't know how to free him. What makes you say that? Well, it's theoretically possible, but no one knows how to actually get a wizard's spirit out of a canvas, right? She won't want to risk destroying it in case that destroys him. We don't know how it works. She might. But she might not. At a time like this, we really need to prepare for the worst case scenario. No matter what we'd like to believe, we have to accept the possibility that Dala might successfully free Gargave. What do we do now? Stay alert for any signs of trouble. Like what? The curse progressing, someone watching the cottage, unexplained magical phenomena, and so on. Uh-huh. On that note, I should finish my patrols before going to sleep. Gargave could be creeping up on us as we speak. Don't say things like that. Sabrina shrugs and leaves. Rika stands up a moment later. Excuse me. To my surprise, she doesn't follow Sabrina outside, but heads into the hallway instead. We need to cheer everyone up with a cake. With a determined nod, she heads to the kitchen. I'm going to talk to Sabrina. Sabrina must have some sort of plan. There she is. Junior, do you need something? I was just wondering what the plan is. Track down the portrait, if at all possible. It's already too late to search today, but hopefully there will still be clues tomorrow. I hope so. You should get some sleep. There's nothing we can do about it now, and you'll want to be well rested in case anything happens. I'm not sure if that was meant to make me feel better or not. Alright, good night, Sabrina. Oh god, really? That was short indeed. That was short. Oh, you suck. Well, my own name, but the guy sucks. All we can really do now is wait until tomorrow. We've got to find that painting. Gah. Eventually drifting to sleep, but it is restless, and disturbed by nightmares. Soon I wake up. Is it morning? Not even close. At least I slept for a couple of hours. Huh? What was that noise? There it is again. It's coming from the hall. Probably someone who can't sleep. I'm not just gonna yell, it's probably Gargave! Should I go out there? I won't get any rest by walking around in the middle of the night. On the other hand, I'm not getting any rest trying to sleep now either. Maybe a conversation will help both of us sleep a little better. I tiptoed to the door and opened it. I nearly tripped over a cat. Oh! Whoa! Of all things, I didn't expect to find cat curled up in the hallway again. Couldn't sleep when I heard someone out here. I decided I should go see. I'm sorry, I was trying to get comfortable. Is the cake done? Oh yes, did you want to have some? I mean, I do, but that's probably not the best way to help myself sleep. Hahaha, good point. So, were you planning to talk to me, but didn't want to wake me up? No, not exactly. What is it then? After I finished the cake, I decided I'd go ask if I could sleep in your room again, so I wouldn't be alone. But on my way, I saw Sabrina at the door and realized Rika was outside in a tree. That's where they always sleep. Exactly, they're doing just fine on their own tonight, so why can't I be brave like them? I decided I had to sleep alone too. And her compromise was sleeping outside my door? I guess it's a first step towards sleeping in a room alone, but still. So don't worry about me, Junior. Good night. I'm not mean. I don't want to be mean. This is actually pretty silly. Sleeping in the hallway won't do her any good. Come on, cat. You can sleep in my room if you want to. Really? I mean, I'm fine. Who cares about whether or not you seem brave at a time like this? You've got good reason to be upset. I know. I'm not exactly taking it well. I'm not exactly taking it well either, and I have less to fear than you do. But you were sleeping alone. Everyone can do that except me. It doesn't matter. Wait, I'd rather not be alone. I'd rather not be alone. Huh? You think it's just bravely chose to sleep alone tonight? Nah, I did it because it's my room and that's where I sleep. I should have done that too. What I'm trying to say is that if I had the guts to approach one of you three, I'd be looking for company tonight too. Really? Yeah, it feels terrible to be alone at a time like this. Then it is really okay if I sleep in your room tonight? Yes. Alright, but I'll sleep at the foot of the bed. I'm brave enough to sleep on my own that much. No cuddling. Okay? Alright. I'm not sure how many people would associate cuddling in bed with being a coward, but if this makes her feel braver, fine. I get into bed and she curls up at the top of my covers. This will never stop being strange no matter how many times I see it, but I'm starting to get used to their quirks. Thank you for letting me sleep here. I feel better already. No problem. I feel better too. It's nice to have someone nearby, especially since we're both upset over the same thing. You know, when I was a child and dealing with the curse for the first time, I used to think a knight in shining armor would come and rescue me. Rescue you? Were you afraid of Gargave returning back then? No, I mean rescue me from the curse. I thought that was impossible. I know that now. But as a little girl, I thought my knight would kiss me and I'd be fully human again. From a kiss? Like in the fairy tale about the frog. Oh, I can see how a child cursed into a portrait. What? Cursed into a partial animal form might hear a fairy tale like that and would wonder if it would really work. But even if I find a knight, my curse can't be reversed. I'm going for Sabrina. I have no idea. I don't want to say I want to give it a try because then she'll kiss me in a room who I'm going for. You're fine as you are. I'll probably give this a try in another run. I'm happier now, but sometimes I still wonder what life would be if I was fully human. Cat. But you like me this way? Of course, you're a cat. The curse doesn't matter to me. Thank you. I think I'm luckier in that regard than Rika or Sabrina. Why do you say that? Why is that? You know. No, I don't know. You guys have a thing for cat girls. You see them in anime all the time.
Well, that is true after all. You see a lot of cat girls in animes. Wow, I did not expect this conversation to go there. Oh, stretchy. So that's good. Anyway, I feel calm enough to sleep. Like, night. Morning time. It really is easier to relax with cat nearby, as I soon fall into a deep sleep. The next time I wake up, it's morning. Seems like it's still pretty early. Loud voices reach my ears, and I said it straight up. It sounds like Sabrina and Kat in the living room. Are they both awake already? What's going on? I'm gonna go find out. This might be important. I better join them. With a yawn, I get dressed and leave my room. I gotta yawn now. Thank you, game. Sorry. Sure enough, they're both in the living room. They seem distressed. Junior, I'm glad you're awake. What's going on? It's Rika. We can't find her anywhere. Oh no. Isn't she in the tree outside? We already looked. She's not there. She's disappeared. Rika is missing. Where did she go? And what does this mean? Find out the next chapter. Aw, game. You're gonna do that to me? Why? Ooh. Well, that was a pretty fun-filled episode. I actually got flirted on by Sabrina. Anywho, I'm old. I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want more things like games, reaction videos, vlogs, challenges, and PlayStation 4 videos. And hit the bell, hit the subscribe button. Make sure it is great. And I'll be right back, guys. Well, while I paused, the game closed. So, anyways, as I was saying, hit the subscribe button. Make sure it's gray, not red, because if it's red, you're missing out on my content. And how you know you're subscribed is just see a bell icon. Hit it. And get notified on when I upload. Anyways, I will see you guys and gals in the next video of... Thought I heard the game in the background. My next video of my strange girlfriend. Au revoir.